here with the Melonheads up 3-0. Here is strike two over the inside corner. 0-2 from Angela Del Vecchio. Del Vecchio into the stretch. Shakes off the sign. The pitch on the way from Henri to Shanes. Pop foul. There remains no balls and 2 strikes. Del Vecchio shakes off the next sign. Here's the 0-1, or the 0-2. Breaking ball is lined to the gap in right center field. This is trouble. It's going to get down and go to the wall. DeShanes is flying around second. He trips going around third, and he's going to get a leadoff triple. So a good start to the top of this 4th inning for the Oysters as they look to rally, trailing 3-0. And now the throw gets away, and that's going to score the first run. It's going to be an inside the park home run for Henri DeShanes. Boy, that was embarrassing. But we can't panic. That run was probably going to score anyway. It would have been tough for Angela to get out of that jam. So she's got to work around it. Now Davy Marion, who hit a home run in game 1. The pitch by Angela. Is ball 1 inside. Welcome to the new viewers. You're watching Ladder of Light Gaming, Backyard Baseball 97. A berth in the championship series on the line. We're leading the Oysters 1-0 in the series and 3-1 here in game 2 of the Super Entire Nation Tournament. There's a breaking ball for strike 1 from Angela Del Vecchio, who is at 46 pitches, 5 strikeouts. She just gave up an inside the park home run. She's allowed 1 run on 3 hits. This is the hardest difficulty, but we're trying to improve to 16-2. It's a swing and a miss by Davy Marion, who also hit a home run off of Angela in game 1. But he's been looking foolish so far here in game 2, and Angela's showing no mercy right here. She's going to go spitball top shelf, and he is staying alive. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Angela has her next sign. This time we're going to go zigzag. The pitch on the way from the MVP and Cy Young Award winner is taken inside, ball 3. So another full count worked by the Oysters, but Angela Del Vecchio has been able to execute her pitches more often than not in this situation. Here comes another spitball, and it's a called strike 3 to Davy Marion. Oysters again being caught too patient. 1 down, that's strikeout number 6 for Angela Del Vecchio. Now in walks Sheila Basanti. Basanti 1 for 1 with a single, but she was left stranded back in the 2nd. The Oysters were able to break through against Angela here in the 4th on a home run. Here's a fastball for strike 1. 0-1 from Angela Del Vecchio. Now the 0-1 coming. There's a beautiful breaking ball over the inside part. 0-2 from Angela Del Vecchio. I think it's time for another spitball. Angela has her sign. The pitch on the way. Basanti makes contact. It's a bouncer, and a high one at that. Angela can't make the play. And now she's going to try to go for second. Angela regroups. The throw is not in time. And now the throw goes to second. They're going to try to take third. And that is dropped. And it's going to be another inside the park home run for the Oysters. 2 home runs for both teams here in game number 2. The Melonheads infield's been looking a little sloppy here today. And now it's a 1-run game. Gail Wyman, the center fielder, she'll walk to the plate. So Angela Del Vecchio has now given up 2 runs in back-to-back outings in this series. Starts Gail Wyman out with a nice breaking ball for strike 1. Del Vecchio ready from the stretch. I'm going to bring her a changeup right here. The pitch to Gail Wyman from Angela Del Vecchio is lined into right field. And Achman is able to knock it down, but that's going to be a base hit. How's it going, love, my friends? You came at the right time. We got a good one here today on Backyard Baseball 97. We play in hard difficulty, and we're trying to go to the championship series. We're currently 15-2 on the season. We're trying to hold off the Oysters. Now they're trying to be aggressive right here, and we're going to get them. So the defense finally cuts down their aggressiveness, which led to 4 inside the park home runs, or 2 inside the park home runs. Yeah, 4 would be terrible. But we still got the lead. We put the first 3 runs on the board in the bottom of the second with a home run inside the park by Ahmed, and then a 2-run shot over the fence by his brother, Amir. 3-2 Melonheads. They lead this game, and they're up 1-0 in the series, which is best of 3. Angela Del Vecchio, the Cy Young Award winner and MVP, trying to get through the 4th. Here's a breaking ball to Mickey O'Connor that's popped in the air. Pablo Sanchez comes over, and he'll make the catch. That retires the side, so the Melonheads shake off some defensive rust. I love the confidence, my friends. I think we can win this as well, but a 3-0 lead is no longer as commanding. The Oysters showing a lot of fight, just like they did in game number 1. We had a 2-0 lead. They tied the game with a 2-run shot, but we were able to beat them 3-2 in extra innings. Now we're looking for some more insurance. Ahmed Khan looking to be aggressive on the first pitch, but it's a slow-mo. That was a great pitch by Deschaines, a good power-up. It's 0-1. Ahmed Khan with a home run back in the second, trying to stay hot. But he leaves the bat on his shoulders right there. I thought that pitch looked low. Ahmed Khan, no balls and 2 strikes. The pitch on the way from Deschaines. Ahmed with a hard hit ball up the middle. The second baseman can't get it. It's a leadoff base hit for Ahmed to open the bottom of the 4th. Here is Keisha Phillips. She's 0 for 1.
Been very, very good to me.
Backyard Baseball 97 here on Ladder of Light Gaming. This is Axon Jackson Wilson. In case you guys haven't heard yet, Jesus Christ loves you guys. If you don't have a relationship with him, I pray you get one now. He's the way, the truth, and the life. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Here's a tapper to first base by Keisha. It's going to be a close play at second. Everybody's safe. Keisha Phillips putting pressure on the defense. And now we can respond here in the bottom of the 4th. Great tenacity by the offense. We got good speed with Ahmed Khan over at second, Keisha over at first. Jocinda's been struggling. It's be a good time for her to break out. And she swings, and it's a little dribbler. That's going to be called an infield fly for out number 1. So the struggles continue for Jocinda Smith. But this girl's heating up. Stephanie Morgan, who went 0 for 7 in the previous series for the Melonheads, is 3 for 5 in this series. She scored the game-winning run in the first contest. She's trying to keep the juices flowing. She takes ball 1 off the plate. That was a good take. Good placement by Deschaines, but Morgan remaining patient. 3-2 Melonheads, bottom of the 4th. It's game 2 of the Backyard Baseball semifinals. That's taken upstairs. It's 2-0. On deck is Amir Khan, who hit a 2-run homer in the bottom of the second. He's definitely someone I wouldn't mind loading the bases for. Morgan remaining patient, but that was a good take right there. It's 2-1. Taking all the way in this situation. And now Deschaines with the next delivery. Morgan taps it foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Melonheads went up 3-0. The Oysters hit 2 home runs in the top of the 4th against Angela Del Vecchio. Morgan able to stay alive on a fastball low in the zone. That sounds good, my friends. Don't worry if you missed this. We're going to have the full game posted after the fact. 2-2 coming. Morgan a swing and a miss for strike 3. Can't do much about that. That's right on the inside corner. Now it's up to Amir. 2 on with 2 out. Amir slightly choked up on the bat handle. He's not your ordinary number 8 hitter. Takes a practice swing. Let's see if he can clutch up with 2 outs yet again after getting a pitching victory in game 1. The pitch on the way to Amir. A freezer swung on and missed. Both teams showing no mercy with these power-ups. They're playing with their seasons on the line. Amir is going to lay off this one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Like, comment, and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Really appreciate everybody's support here on Ladder of Light Gaming. Trying to bring you guys a championship. Amir with a foul off the end of the bat. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So after giving up 2 singles, Deschaines trying to work out of the jam and keep this 3-2. Amir able to stay alive. That's a good fastball. Amir hitting .500 this postseason. He has been one of the most stingy hitters in all of baseball. The pitch on the way. Changeup fouled away again. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Amir Khan. It's 3-2 Melonheads here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Deshanes with the kick and the pitch. That's taken outside, 2-2. The ball had motion at the last second, but Amir able to stay disciplined. 2-2 pitch on the way from Amir Khan. Is popped in the air, but this is going to be a tough play. It's going to be a long run for the first baseman. She's got it. So a great at bat for Amir, but he can't come through this time. So the Melonheads will go back to the field, still leading by just 1 run. It's 3-2. There's a look at our updated box score as Jim Kiley, Mariana Ralph will lead things off against Angela, who's got 6 strikeouts. She's looking to bounce back after giving up a couple of home runs in the top half of the 4th. The pitch on the way is tapped out in front of the plate. Amir Khan hops on it quickly, fires the first one down. So this Melonhead defense looking to respond after playing what I consider one of our most rusty innings of the year. We couldn't make a throw, we couldn't catch, and as a result, the Oysters made us pay with aggressive base running. They hit 2 inside the park home runs, but Angela Del Vecchio looking to shake off the rust. She's still got a lead, trying to once again prove why she's the MVP and the Cy Young Award winner. I love my friends. In case you don't know, Angela this year had a 0.45 ERA, and mind you, we play on the hardest difficulty. She only gave up 5 runs the entire season, and she is the biggest reason why our team is currently 15-2. Trying to continue her dominance in the postseason after firing back-to-back shutouts to sweep the Fishes in round 1. She's leading 3-2 in the top of the 4th against the Oysters. A swing and a miss by Ralph, and now she's going to look to put her away with an off-speed pitch. Here it comes, and she does! Strikeout number 7 for Angela Del Vecchio. Looking to recover. Yeah, she definitely is carrying us. I mean, she's not our only good player, though, obviously, because everybody's played a role in this run. But I tell you what, love my friends, we would not be in this position had it not been for Angela, and that's probably obvious. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 1.
I know I'm good, but my arm needs a rest before it turns into a big noodle.
1-0 the count as Holly Franklin, the second baseman, settles back into the box. Angela Del Vecchio into the wind. Here comes the 1-0. It's a changeup, and Franklin can't lay off it.
Brilliant. I'm getting tired out here.
1 ball and 1 strike from Angela Del Vecchio. 62 pitches thus far. Here comes a right hook. On its way. Inside, ball 2. It's 2-1 to Holly Franklin. Del Vecchio ready from the stretch with the bases empty. Franklin still looking for her first hit of this series. She swings and misses. She was way late on that fastball. That definitely messed with her eyes, and now Angela can try to send us to the bottom of the 5th with the lead. It's currently 3-2. Angela looking to bounce back after giving up a couple of solo home runs in the top of the 4th. The pitch on the way. Change up, Franklin puts it in play. Jocinda is there, she knocks it down. Pablo with good teamwork. He throws the first, it's too late. They're going to try to stretch it into a double, and now they got her caught in a rundown, and she is out. The Melonheads defense remaining awake. I appreciate that love, my friends. Appreciate the love. And right on cue, let's get hyped up for that play. And our newest subscribers, shout out the love, my friends. All right, we're halfway home here in game 2. The Melonheads clinging to a 3-2 advantage, trying to punch their ticket to the Backyard Baseball Grand Championship Series of the Universe. 5 viewers now tuned in, I see. Great stuff, guys. Bottom of the 5th, we really appreciate the love. I think with the subscription from Love My Friends, we're now up to 55 subscribers. Can't thank you guys enough. God bless you all. And ball 1 down and away to Angela Del Vecchio. We're ready for the second half of this contest. Del Vecchio going to be taking all the way in this situation. I don't care if it's right down the middle. Del Vecchio had the game-winning hit in game 1. She's hitting 300 in the postseason. Another reason why she's the MVP, she provided the unexpected spark in the number 9 spot. And she hadn't had a hit for the past 7 games. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Deshanes with the delivery, it's taken off the plate. Wow, we're up to 56. Appreciate the notification there. Del Vecchio slightly choked up on the bat handle, looking to protect with 2 strikes. That's up the middle. It gets over the pitcher's head and past the shortstop. But Angela Del Vecchio is slow afoot. and she's going to get thrown out. One down. So now here's Luann Louie, the left fielder.
This one's for you, Teddy.
Top of the order in the bottom of the fifth. Louie came into this game hitting .750, but she's 0 for 2. Trying to get back on the right track, and she looks at strike one from Henri Deschaines. 3-2 Melonheads, bottom of the fifth. Delvecchio, or rather Louie, settling back into the box. We're going to try to put pressure on the infield with a bunt. She puts it in the right spot. That's an automatic single. Right there should be perfect, and it is. Luann Louie with a one-out single. So unlike Angela, now we got great speed on the bases, and here's another speedster coming up. Pete Wheeler actually paid the price for being too fast in the bottom of the first. He got over-aggressive, trying
I'm
to
gonna hit a touchdown.
go all the way to third base from first on a fly ball by Pablo Sanchez, but he got doubled off. Now Wheeler taking all the way there. It's ball one. Yeah, perfect bunt by Louie. She's been doing that all season for us. She finished second in the league in hits overall. Pete Wheeler was also up there. He actually started the season in the number 8 spot, but he got promoted to number 2, and well-deserved. Hey, we would love to get a touchdown. That's 7 points. I think 7 runs would definitely be enough for us today. And if the pitcher keeps missing the strike zone like this, we may be well on our way. 3-0 the count to Pete Wheeler, the center fielder. The pitch on the way, taking all the way. As a matter of fact, he might take 2 strikes, depending on where this next one is. 3 balls and 1 strike to Wheeler. Here's the pitch by Henri Deschaines. It's taken for another strike. A good at bat by Pete Wheeler, and now he'll swing away and protect. Louie, the runner at first base. We're going to go ground ball right here, the opposite way. Deschaines with the delivery. Wheeler puts it in play again, and that's in the perfect spot. Back-to-back infield singles with 1 out. That is a perfect AB by Pete Wheeler. He was able to fight off that fastball, put it in the perfect spot, and now here's Pablo Sanchez. He's due for a hit in this series. Boy, what a time for him to get one here. Sanchez is ready, and so is Deschaines. Melonheads trying to add to a 3-2 lead here in this championship series. The pitch on the way to Pablo Sanchez. That's taken for ball one. For anybody that may be new, this is Backyard Baseball 97 on hard difficulty. We're in the semifinals of the Backyard Baseball playoffs, 1 win away from the championship series. That's taken outside 2-0, and now all of a sudden Henri Deschaines is having some command issues. It's the wrong part of the order to have that issue against. And there's a strike to Pablo. It's 2-1. That was a low strike. That was a good take by Pablo. Now 2 balls and a strike. Deschaines with the next pitch. Pablo able to lay off. That was very, very tempting. But when you're in a funk right now, you got to show some discipline, and Pablo definitely did it right there. We're going to take 2 strikes again. Another full count. All right, here we go. 2 on with 1 out. Second straight full count that the Melonheads have worked against Henri Deschaines. Pablo takes strike 3 over the outside corner. That pitch fooled him. That looked like it was going to be ball 4, but Deschaines able to get a big second out. Yeah, I should have swung away there, but hey, it is what it is. Ahmed Khan. Hey, learn from that, guys. Learn from it. Now the pitch is taken low for ball 1. Ahmed Khan, what a day he has had. A solo home run and a base hit. Master King, appreciate the comment. Let's see if we can't get this done today and go to the championship series. We're on hard difficulty. This is Backyard Baseball 97. Ahmed Khan choked up on the bat handle. The 1-1 pitch. Ahmed pops it up. On the left side, it is caught to end the inning. Yeah, I thought that was a ball too, love my friends, and as a result, golly Moses, another jam that the Oysters were able to work out of. Hey, Master King, I'm glad it got recommended to you. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. You came at the good time, man, because this is the playoffs. So now Angela Delvecchio will have to protect a 3-2 lead once again. She'll start Dominique Lowe out with a fastball to begin the top half of the 6th. Here's a line drive toward first base. Keisha knocks it down. Angela hops on it and gets him. Great teamwork. And there's 1 away here in the top half of the 6th. Great teamwork by the Melonheads on defense. Keisha sacrificing her body to keep that from going to the outfield, and Angela was there to cover her. Here is Henri Deschaines. 3-2 Melonheads here in the top of the sixth. They're 15-2 on the season. If they win, they go to the Ultra Championship. If they lose, it's a deciding game 3 tomorrow night. Here's a ground ball into right field. That's going to be a base hit. It gets by Pete Wheeler and scoots to the wall. And that's going to be... Oh, he came off the base! He came off the base and we were able to get him! What a throw by Pete Wheeler. 2 down here in the top half of the sixth. Wow, that's huge. So Angela getting some help from her fielders. And now with 2 out, here is Davy Marion. Marion, who took Angela deep for a 2-run shot in the previous game, trying to get a 2-out rally. He goes after an inside changeup and fouls it back to the screen. 0-1 from Angela Del Vecchio. Del Vecchio ready with the next sign. The pitch to Davy Marion is a little bit low. 1 ball and 1 strike. So far today, Angela Del Vecchio is going to have 70 pitches following this next delivery. Can she get through 6 innings? Melonheads are 10 outs away from a trip to the championship series. Here's a foul on a fastball. 1-2 to Davy Marion. Angela working with the bases empty. The fielders remain at normal depth. Angela shakes off the sign. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Angela with the wind and the delivery. Breaking ball. And Marion is able to stay alive. 1-2. Angela Del Vecchio has her sign. Let's go with the heater. Stick with the smoke. 1-2 coming from Marion. Marion swinging a foul back. Just got a piece. Now Angela ready with the next sign from Amir Khan. Here comes a left hook. The pitch on the way to Davy Marion. Another foul ball. It remains 1 ball and 2 strikes from Angela Del Vecchio.
I'm getting tired out here.
Change-up coming up. 1-2 to Davy Marion. Once again. Strike 3 called over the outside corner. The hitter was resilient, but Angela Del Vecchio wins the battle. She gets through 6, only giving up 2 runs on 4 hits. And now the Melonheads are coming to bat.
Very good to me.
They'll lead off with Keisha Phillips, who is 1 for 2. Hang on 1 second, folks. All right, back to our regular scheduled programming for the bottom of the 6th. As Keisha Phillips looks at a breaking ball for strike 1. Henri Deschaines has gotten into some tight jams in the last couple innings, but he's able to keep the Melonheads at 3 runs and ultimately keep the Oysters within striking distance as Keisha takes another tough pitch. That's called a strike, and it's 0-2. Oysters leaving it all out on the field here today. Keisha with 2 strikes, with good power the opposite way. It's gone! Keisha Phillips with a solo home run the opposite way, and it's 4-2 Melonheads in the bottom of the 6th. Boy, did we need that, ladies and gentlemen. Keisha Phillips with her 6th of the season, her 2nd of the playoffs. Insurance is crucial, however you can get it. And Keisha Phillips, who has terrific opposite field power, able to stick the bat out and get just enough behind it. 325 feet was enough. Souvenir time for the fans in right. And here is Jocinda.
Home run.
It's the bottom of the 6th. Melonheads have doubled their lead over the Oysters. And now Jocinda, aggressive on the first pitch. Here's a swing and a miss, strike 1 from Henri Deschaines. That's now 4 runs on 9 hits for the Melonheads here in this potential clincher. Jocinda takes a fastball below the knees, 1 ball and 1 strike. What a huge hit by Keisha Phillips. A solo home run to get this inning started. And now Jocinda ahead in the count, 2-1. Jocinda 0 for 2 with a strikeout, batting .083. Henri Deschaines with the wind and the delivery. Jocinda with a high drive. This is going to center field, but the center fielder's got plenty of room to squeeze it for 1 out. Now Stephanie Morgan. Is this the night,
Okay, I'm
guys,
just gonna keep
where we
my
punch
eye on
our
the ball
ticket
and
to the
knock the
Backyard
cover off of
Baseball
it.
Grand Championship of the Universe final? This is a best-of-3 series here in the semifinal. We're currently leading 1-0 as Stephanie Morgan takes it low for ball 1. Henri Deschaines with the kick and the delivery. That's outside for ball 2. Stephanie Morgan, the shortstop, with a 2-0 count. Morgan with the open stance. Deschaines with the delivery. Morgan taking all the way. It's 2-1. Morgan, who's had a great series with 4 hits in these 2 games, trying to keep it going after going hitless in the first round. Here's a high shot into center field, but again, center fielder who plays the position so well is able to hang on. She almost dropped it, but Stephanie Morgan makes the second out. Now it's Amir Khan. Amir Khan is the catcher. He has been the anchor for this team, whether it's been in the 8-hole hitting or pitching. He threw 5 scoreless innings in relief to back Angela and lead us to an extra inning victory in game 1. And he also hit a home run in the bottom of the second earlier tonight. He takes that outside. It's 2-0. The Melonheads are 9 outs away from a trip to the championship series, and they picked up a big insurance run thanks to the home run by Keisha Phillips, which cleared the right field fence. To begin the bottom of this 6th. 3-0 the count to Amir Khan, and they're probably just going to put him on, and they do. And who could blame him? Angela Del Vecchio's coming up next. But you better be careful what you say in that regard, because Angela was actually the biggest reason why we won the first game offensively. She had 3 hits, including 2 RBI singles, which ultimately won that game for us, a final of 3-2. She's into the box here in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs, and she takes a high strike. It's 0-1. Not too many hitters in the league are going to be able to handle that pitch, at least cleanly. Henri Deschaines, who took over in bullpen relief, been asked for a lot of work here tonight with 67 pitches. Angela with a little swing. Here's a pop fly beyond first base, and the catch will be made. Side is retired, and so are the Melonheads in the 6th. Angela going back to work. It's Melonheads 4 and the Oysters 2 as they look to finish them off and advance to the championship series. Amir Khan will probably take over eventually on the bump. Angela's starting to get down in stamina, but she's hanging in there. She's still been making great pitches. Here's a swing and a miss by Sheila Basante on a nasty breaking ball. It's 0-1. Angela tonight has been on since the beginning. She's thrown the first 6 frames, 75 pitches, no walks, 8 strikeouts. Here's a ground ball back to the mound. Angela, who also has a gold glove, makes the play for out number 1. The Melonheads are 8 outs away from a berth in the Ultra Championship final. You best believe the fans in this stadium, they're starting to count down the outs, even though there's plenty of work still ahead. 2 runs is not a safe lead, especially against this Oysters team, because they scored 2 runs in the top of the 4th, and they trailed 2-0 in game 1 before rallying to tie the game on a 2-run shot. So you can't take this for granted. Angela's got to continue to make her pitches. Here's a swing and a foul. And Gail Wyman again. Angela with confidence in that first pitch breaking ball. First instinct for a pitcher would usually be to throw a fastball to get ahead in the count. But Angela's had such great pinpoint control, and that's been messing with hitters' heads the entire season. Here's a swing and a miss by Gail Wyman. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Angela looking to put her away with a left hook. We're going to save the power-ups because that can burn some stamina. The 0-2 on the way. Breaking ball barely misses. It's 1-2. Angela Del Vecchio getting ready for her 80th pitch of the night. Will this result in out number 2 here in the top of the 7th? Breaking ball on the way, and it's popped in the air to short. Stephanie barely has to move, but she can't make the play. That's going to fall in for a single. And now, again, thanks to sloppy defense, the Oysters are going to advance to second. This is what I'm talking about, guys. The Oysters continuing to show a lot of fight against Angela Del Vecchio. The tying run will step to the plate here in the top half of the 7th inning. Stephanie Morgan thought she had out number 2, but the ball got over her head. The ball just kept on carrying. And now Angela Del Vecchio will deal with Mickey O'Connor, the pitch. Fastball misses upstairs, ball 1. This might be the last hitter for Angela Del Vecchio, depending on what he does here. 1 ball and no strikes. Here comes a changeup. It's over the inside corner for strike 1. 1-1 to Angela Del Vecchio. Del Vecchio from the stretch. Tying run at the plate, following a 1-out double. The pitch on the way. Breaking ball tapped foul at the plate by Mickey O'Connor. Angela looking for a big strikeout right here. Now we're going to use the fireball. The pitch on the way. Misses low and in.
Because I throw pretty fast, you know.
2 balls and 2 strikes from Angela Del Vecchio. Here comes another fireball. Headed home. Swing and a miss. O'Connor down on strikes. Angela's had his number throughout the series. He's 0 for 3 today with a couple of strikeouts, and now it'll be up to Jim Kiley. That was the 9th K of the game for Angela Del Vecchio, and now we'll get a call to the bullpen. Del Vecchio with a valiant effort here today. 6 2/3 innings pitched. She gave up 2 runs on 5 hits. And now it's going to be up to Amir to come on and get a 7-out save. That's our hope. Angela will take over behind the plate. Amir Khan, who was the winning pitcher in Game 1, after throwing 5 scoreless relief innings, trying to get the final 7 outs and pick up a save and advance the Melonheads to the Ultra Championship Series of the Universe. His first opponent is Jim Kiley, and he too is going to go with a first pitch breaking ball. Kiley shows bunt and comes up empty. It's 0-1. Amir Khan with a long look. Now he's going to throw his effective heater. The pitch on the way. Another bunt attempt. It's missed by Kiley. Amir Khan with a runner at second base, 2 outs. Here in the top half of the 7th. He's ready from the stretch. He's going to go freezer right here to Jim Kiley. He kicks. He deals. And he's got him! A swing and a miss. The clutch play of Amir Khan continues, and it's time to stretch here in Game 2 of the semifinal series between the Melonheads and the Oysters. Luann Louie is coming to bat first. It's the top of the order for the Melonheads, who are looking to put this game out of reach. The Shanes will go back to work. First pitch swinging Louie. It's strike 1. Louie 1 for 3 with a ground out, a strikeout, and a single. She's 1 for 3 on the day. The pitch by DeShanes. It's bunted, and it's going to go foul. 0-2 the count to Luann Louie. DeShanes with the wind and the pitch. Louie with another bunt attempt. This time it's fair, and Louie is going to be safe. Louie with her second hit here in Game 2. The Melonheads looking to add even more insurance, and this is a good start. We need both Louie and Wheeler on base to put pressure on this defense.
What am I supposed to do again?
Bottom of the 7th. Pete Wheeler will also be up there looking to bunt. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 4-2 Melonheads in the bottom of the 7th inning. DeShanes with the kick and the delivery. Wheeler, another foul ball. 0-2. Louie takes her lead off first. Here comes the pitch for Pete Wheeler. He's going to look to swing away now. And he takes it high for ball 1. The Melonheads are 6 outs away from advancing to the Ultra Championship of the Universe. But they're looking to add some insurance against this resilient Oysters team. Here's a swing and a miss by Wheeler.
Now what?
Wheeler makes the first out here in the bottom of the 7th, and for Henri DeShanes, that's strikeout number 5 in bullpen relief. Here is Pablo Sanchez. Despite Pablo's hitting struggles in this series, the Melonheads are still in the driver's seat for a sweep. And that should speak major volumes to how deep and talented this team really is. Pablo looks at a breaking ball over the inside corner for strike 1. The Melonheads are 15-2 on the season, trying to go to 16-2 and advance to the final. There's a foul back by Pablo Sanchez. It's 0-2. Luann Louie led off the inning with a single. Pete Wheeler struck out. And now Pablo, who is 0 for 3, is now 0 for 4. It's definitely been a series to forget for Pablo. 2 down. Now it's Ahmed Khan. He, on the other hand, has been red hot. Ahmed got the scoring started with a solo home run in the bottom of the second. Now he's going to go after the power-up pitch and hit one sky high into deep center field. This is trouble, and it's over the center fielder's head and off the wall. Luann Louie trips, and as a result, she's going to have to come back to third. The throw goes over. Louie's in a rundown. She's going to try to score. Yes, she does! Luann Louie pulled the Benjamin Franklin Rodriguez Jr. from the Sandlot. That could be the ultimate difference. The Melonheads have restored their 3-run lead. And now we got a power-up with Keisha Phillips due to hit next. Henri Deschaines is out of the game. And now Davy Marion, the starter, will re-enter to face Keisha Phillips, the 1-0, right in her wheelhouse, but it's swung on and missed. An RBI single for Ahmed Khan adds to the Melonheads' lead. It's 5-2. Luann Louie able to score all the way from first base. Keisha Phillips makes it a tough play for the catcher, but she's going to be out. 3 down here in the 7th. Ahmed Khan with great hustle. He's able to get down to second. Side retired. The Melonheads once led 3-0. The Oysters cut it to 1, and then the Melonheads got 2 big insurance runs to restore that 3-run advantage. Ahmed Khan, or rather Amir Khan, who entered this game with an opportunity for a 7-out save. He's now got a commanding 3-run cushion to work with. We're in the 8th, and here is strike 1 to Mariana Ralph. The Melonheads are 6 outs away from sweeping the Oysters. It would be back-to-back 2-0 victories in the playoffs. And with it, they would advance to the Ultra Championship of the Universe. That's taken outside for ball 1, 1-1 to Amir Khan, who should be on cruise control at this point. Amir's got no nerves. He had a few in the 7th, but he was able to make the big pitch, keep the Oysters at 2 runs, and now he's ahead of Mariana Ralph. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Amir Khan, who has been sensational. He would probably be the MVP of this series if the Melonheads end up winning it. 5 scoreless innings to get the victory in game 1. Now he's looking to lock up the save and send the Melonheads to the Grand Championship Final. Swing and a miss by Mariana Ralph. 2 strikeouts for Khan in bullpen relief. Now Holly Franklin. This is the Oysters' last opportunity. They've got the top of the order. Expect an all-out effort right here. Amir Khan ready. Going to be aggressive to Holly Franklin. The pitch on the way. Fastball swung on and missed. Franklin, who's accustomed to seeing that first pitch changeup. Pitchers executing their game plan to perfection. And now here comes the devastating right hook from Amir Khan. He's going to place it up in the zone. That's taken for strike 2. That looked outside, but it bent at the last minute. And Holly Franklin was completely fooled. She's already struck out twice in this game. Amir Khan trying to make it 3 times. The pitch on the way. And that's hit in the air to right field. His brother Ahmed is over. And he can't make the play. That's going to one-hop the fence for a ground rule double. So again, the Oysters trying to do some damage here in the 8th inning against Amir. In walks Dominique Lowe. He's the catcher. Runner at second base with 1 out. The leadoff hitters finally break through for the Oysters. And now Lowe waits for the first pitch from Amir Khan. There's a breaking ball for strike 1. And now they're looking to steal third, and they can't get her. Now we were a little bit slow getting it over there. Otherwise, we would have got her. But aggressiveness again paying off for the Oysters. It hasn't been the best game for us on defense. Dominique Lowe trying to make the Melonheads pay against Amir Khan. We'll get some juice back in him. Oysters are down to their final 5 outs against Amir Khan, the best bullpen reliever in the league. Here's ball 1 inside, 1-1 the count to Dominique Lowe. A big run standing over at third base. Amir Khan is ready. Here's the pitch. Change up. Swung on and missed by Lowe. It's 1-2. Amir's going to go after him with the high heat right here. The pitch on the way to Dominique Lowe. Popped in the air. Ahmed Khan, or rather Amir Khan, he can't find it. And that's going to be a base hit. Oh, you got to be kidding me. 1 out and runners at the corners. The Oysters are not making it easy for Amir Khan down the stretch. Frankly, they haven't made it easy for the Melonheads in general. They took Angela deep for a couple of home runs. And now their offense is looking to rally here in the bottom of the 8th as Amir Khan gets ready to face Henri Deschênes. Going to go with the first pitch changeup. It's on the way. A bunt attempt. It's foul. Strike 1. 2 on with 1 out. Melonheads were in a similar jam early on, but Angela was able to work out of it. Amir trying to do the same with his team leading by 3. Here in the top of the 8th, it's 5-2. Here's a bunt out in front of the plate. Amir makes the play. They got him there. They're going to try to score, and they got him nailed. It's a double play. The Oysters finally paid for their aggressiveness. The Melonheads defense, when all the chips were down, they made the biggest play of the game. Angela wasn't awake on that stolen base attempt, but on this play, she was. And Amir Khan is into and out of trouble. In the top of the 8th, the Melonheads are coming to bat. Jocinda Smith, Stephanie Morgan, and Amir. They're 3 outs away from a berth in the championship series, leading by 3. Now Jocinda is going to try to start us out with a single on a crazy bunt, and she will. Jocinda finally breaking out of her funk. She's going to dig for second, and that's going to be a leadoff double. That's the 12th hit of the game for the Melonheads. It's only the second of the entire postseason for Jocinda. And in walks Stephanie Morgan, the shortstop.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep my eye on the ball and knock the cover off of it.
Now Stephanie Morgan. She's also got a crazy bunt. The pitch on the way is put in play. Jocinda is going to come around and score. And it is now 6-2. If she can beat this throw out, she will. It gets away. And Stephanie Morgan is going to move up to second. It's an RBI double. And just like that, the Melonheads are in complete control. The Oysters looked like they were going to tighten this up, but a double play kept the Melonheads up 3, and now they're up 4. 6-2 and looking to add on. Stephanie Morgan with a big hit. Now here is Amir Khan. Khan takes a strike. We got another crazy bunt, but we're going to save it for the top of the order because of our speed. The pitch to Amir on its way. Fastball tap foul at the plate. It's 0-2. What a resilient effort for the Melonheads to fend off the Oysters. They're looking good now, 3 outs away from advancing. Here's a swing and a miss by Amir Khan. He strikes out for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 8th. Now Angela Del Vecchio.
I'm gonna smack this one, sure.
Del Vecchio with 1 down. The pitch on the way. Del Vecchio aggressive on the first offering. That's a tapper back to the mound. Stephanie Morgan will stay put at second. 2 down, and now it's going to be up to Luann Louie. Back to the top of the order. Luann Louie, who's been on fire the entire postseason, hitting .687. Trying to clutch up with Stephanie Morgan over at second base. Now we'll use the crazy bunt. We got 3 crazy bunts because we hit that 1 power-up pitch. Luann nails it. Stephanie Morgan digging around third. She's going to try to score, and she will. Luann Louie digging for second. She continues to fly. She goes around third. The throw is going to be cut off by the catcher, and now Louie is caught in a rundown, and she's going to be tagged. Luann Louie was going for the inside the park home run, but that backfired. However, she did her job by bringing Stephanie Morgan home to add even more insurance. Here we go, folks. We're now in complete control, leading 7-2 as we head to the top of the 9th inning. Amir Khan looking for the save. He'll start out by facing Davey Marion. It would be back-to-back saves for this Melonheads bullpen. Be 2 hard-fought wins and a sweep of the Oysters for a berth in the championship series. Here's one slowly hit down the line, and that's going to be a leadoff single for Davey Marion. Got to give the Oysters a lot of the credit. They showed why they were in this series. Everybody that gets to this point is here for a reason. But the Melonheads also proving that they are for real and that they were the better team. There were some doubts early on with the Oysters having home field advantage in Game 1. But the Melonheads, as they've done all year, they've been scrappy, they've been resilient, fearless, not backing down from anybody. Now Amir Khan to Sheila Basanti, swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Melonheads 7, Oysters 2 are on hard difficulty. Here on Backyard Baseball 97, Amir Khan is ready from the wind. The pitch on the way. Fastball is popped in the air to the right. Here is Ahmed. He settles underneath it, and he makes the catch. Throw back to first. Another double play. 2 down. So the Melonheads defense is once again able to wipe out a rally thanks to over-aggressiveness by the Oysters. I think they misjudged that. They thought that was going over Ahmed's head, but they thought wrong, and it's a wrong time for it. And now the last hope for the Oysters in what has been a sensational season is Gail Weinman. Whether you win or lose, all 4 of these teams should be commended for putting up a heck of a fight, but especially these Melonheads because they not only got to this point, looks like they're going to be competing for Backyard Baseball's top prize if Amir can get the final out. And here it is. This should be it. To Angela, the throw. That's it! The mighty Melonheads have won the Super Nation tournament and are going to the finals. Here on Backyard Baseball 97, it's another sweep in the books. 7-2 the final over a very talented Atomic Oysters team. And the Melonheads have proven their worth as a championship contender because they will be officially contending for the Grand Championship of the Universe. 7-2 is the final. And here is the final box score. In case you guys are joining us and you've been loyal subscribers to this series, the settings had me set back on 9 innings for whatever reason. So that's why we had an extended game today. But whether we play 6 or whether we play 9, we got to bring our A game, and we certainly did here today. Matter of fact, I think it's only fitting that we play the full 9 in these final games of the season. If we're going to win the championship, we got to earn it. And we certainly earned this victory here today. The Oysters definitely put the pressure on us. We went up 3-0, but they took advantage of some sloppy defensive plays and hit back-to-back home runs inside the park. They had 2 on base with 1 out against Amir in the top of the 8th with the score 5-2. And they also had a runner at second with the score 4-2 in the previous frame. But Amir Khan didn't break despite bending. And just like Pablo Sanchez in the previous game, he got some help from his defense, and as a result, he picked up a save. Amir Khan with the 8-out save, if you will. And our mighty Melonheads are 16-2 overall. 4-0 in the playoffs. And folks, the dream is becoming a reality. The Melonheads will play on the grand stage for the Backyard Baseball 97 Championship of the Universe. 7-2 the final. They have swept the Oysters. Here are the numbers. This is a stat we need to look at right here. Pablo Sanchez went 0 for 5. And I think he only had 1 hit the entire series. But that did not stop this team, who are proving my point once again. It's a team that's got depth, and they play very well from top to bottom. When one guy is struggling, the next man steps up. And the Melonheads have proven themselves time and time again as a squad with the perfect blend of speed, power, pitching, and defense, whatever they need. Like, for instance, it wasn't our best game on defense. Our pitchers didn't have their best game either. But When it mattered, we made the plays. When our offense needed to spark us, they did. 7 runs on 12 hits. We've had our fair share of pitchers' duels, and we've also had our solid offensive performances. It's been a very balanced attack for us throughout this run. When you're 16-2, you got to do multiple things correctly, and this team definitely does it. Now the question is, can we carry it over for at least 3 more wins? 3 more wins to a grand championship. That is to be continued. Coach Jackson Wilson's Melonheads, aka Action Jackson's Melonheads, have won the pennant. Once again, we came through a lot of adversity this season, but we stuck together. Luann Louie, very emotional following this game. She not only said that, but the fans are the real winners here. They showed out for both of these games here at the Super Entire Nation Tournament, and we did not let them down. Your Melonheads are going to the Ultra Grand Championship of the Universe to take on the Inky Squids. Jeez, what's up with all this seafood throughout this run? First on the menu was cooked fishes. Then we got boiled oysters. And now we could have seasoned squid. Wow, bon appetit. The table is set. No wonder we're hungry throughout this run. Congratulations to the mighty Melonheads. I may be biased because they're my team, but this was well deserved, guys. And I appreciate everybody's support throughout this entire run, but we still have a lot more ahead. We've got at least 3 games remaining. This is a best of 5 to my best knowledge. The final sprint begins. Whoever wins 3 games is the Ultra Grand Champion of the universe. And for the Melonheads, they control their own destiny. All we have to do is play our best baseball, and we've got a shot at this. The Oysters put up a heck of a fight, but we were able to get 2 hard-fought wins back-to-back, fend off rallies in both contests. Great work by our bullpen and our defense. Even though they had some miscues in the second game, they made the plays when it mattered the most. The Oysters were able to make teams pay with their aggressiveness all season, but it finally bit them in the rear end. The Melonheads got their act together when all the chips were down, and their offense was able to give them enough support to fend off a deciding Game 3 and get them to the championship final. So with that being said, guys, if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have yet to give your life to Jesus Christ, I pray that you would do so. He is the Savior for everybody. Had it not been for Him and His sacrifice on the cross and His resurrection from the grave, we would not be destined for eternal life and salvation as His children. So if you want to spend eternity in paradise, you got to turn to Him. Turn from your sin. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. I love you guys, but God loves you more. And I will see you guys for the next episode of Backyard Baseball 97, which will be Game 1 of the Ultra Grand Championship Series of the Universe. Mighty Melonheads and the Inky Squids. Something's got to give. All hands on deck. May the peace that passes beyond all understanding and the unconditional love of Jesus Christ be yours today, in His holy and almighty name.